Looking down on the cars on the highway, the stream of taillights, everybody advancing together, do so willingly sacrifice rights. When people accept their cogs in the system, give up free will, conform, individual pieces that swirl together and become a force storm. Looking down on the burgeoning city, the skyscrapers rise, even men with the greatest intentions stop believing their own lies. We can borrow from the future, but eventually someone's got to pay. The only way out of the cycle is to strike out and pave your own way. Will you fuel the desire when always struggling with the truth of the life that might have been? But no matter how jagged your path is, you'll always come back to the road when the dust of the battle settles. The war still rages within.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 3 of the OGaming Nation Wars, brought to you by Numeric Cable and, of course, Daily Motion. Oh yes, it's gonna be a good one, I think. I don't think it can be anything else. We've got 4 fantastic teams remaining. First match is gonna be Germany versus Norway, and then we got Russia versus the Ukraine. It's gonna be a fantastic battle, one way or the other. I think that is abundantly clear. My name is Totalbiscuit, and I will be jumping on a call with the OGaming guys before we kick it off today. So let's do that, shall we?
Probably lean towards Germany because I was really impressed with their ability to beat Ukraine yesterday in this match. But, you know, Snoot is Snoot, and he got to the finals of back-to-back home story cups, so I don't know.
And Norway also has Eiki and the third. Targa, of course. So many things can happen. TB is here too. Hello, TB. How are you doing in this wonderful Sunday?
Not too bad. I had insufficient sleep, but that's fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah, we had a long day yesterday. A lot of matches. Today only 4 matches. Semifinals, a small final, and the big finals. TB, who do you think we're gonna meet in the big finals?
It's a tough call, really, But looking at the current setup, I would say Ukraine and Germany in the finals at this point.
Well, it's two teams that have really a very close level, Jude.
Yes.
Ukraine and Germany. We're gonna start very quickly, so we don't have so we can have more sleep this night, maybe.
Sounds like a plan.
Hero Marine versus Snoot is beginning. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you have a great time casting those games, and we'll catch you later.
But I have to ask before I go,
Yeah?
how are you doing, Ponfetti?
We are pumped.
We're fine.
We are pumped.
Yeah.
We did party a little yesterday after the games, so we also are on the line. I don't know how to say that. We are pumped for these games, and I think we're gonna have a great time. And how is the Meltdown doing? The Meltdown also has not slept too much.
No, apparently not. It's okay.
I didn't know Meltdown was there. I mean, they were so quiet at the start. You know, everyone got on the call and they're sipping their coffee, just going, yep.
Yeah.
Sean and Totalbiscuit on the call.
Quiet hangover. Classic. All right, guys. see you later in the tournament. The game is starting.
It is.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Cheers.
And as they said, the game is very much starting between these two teams. I loaded it up already during the conversation. Sean, welcome.
Oh, John, what's going down?
I'm tired and my back hurts. How about you?
Oh, dude, I'm sleepy and my eyes hurt.
That was a long day yesterday, I gotta say. That was a long day.
Dude, have you introduced the players? Am I interrupting key parts of being
I haven't done that yet, but you know how it goes. It's Polar Night, there's a supply depot going down. I don't give a damn, so it's all good.
You know, see, this is consistently my experience with these sorts of events. I always, anytime someone's like, "Hey, Sean, do you want to like do a weekend event?" You know, you'll have to get up at like 7:30 in the morning.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, to do it, and it'll probably go 6 hours. And I go 6 hours plus infinity hours is probably how much it'll be.
Yes.
You know, I know myself. I'm gonna say yes. So what happens is my alarm goes off at 7:30, and I'm just like, all right, I'm retiring today. This was it.
Yeah,
this was the breaking point.
I'm not doing anymore. Let's.
And then I brew some coffee. I sit down. And I'm like, all right, we get invited to the game. I'm like, okay, I can do this. And then the instant I saw the players, I was like, oh, Snoot versus Hero Marine. Oh, I'll unretire for this match.
Yeah. The player lineup today is absolutely killer. There's no real question about that. And what a great start between these two. Norway sending out Snoot immediately, which is a really interesting choice considering what they've done previously here. But they are up against Hero Marine, so it made very little... And let's be honest, Germany's been opening with Hero Marine pretty much the entire time, so it made sense for Norway to send a stronger player out first, because if they can knock him down, then that only leaves... Oh yeah, TLO and Soke, who are also world-class. Well, regardless of that, I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll be fine. But Snoot probably has a good shot in this matchup, but we saw Hero Marine and his dominant performance yesterday, going 5-1, which is the best performance we've ever seen in the Nation Wars. So, it's a scary thing indeed. Down to the south position in the Blue Trunks, playing Zerg, representing Team Norway, their captain, Liquid Snoot. From the clan Trolldom, as we discovered. Versus his opponent to the north position in the Red Trunks, playing Terran. The man who went 5-1. And the all-killer from yesterday. He is at Mouse Sports Hero Marine.
You know, with the Trolldom acronym up there, I still didn't buy it and tried to compute something different, you know, like... To read long didn't mean, you know, like it's so close to TLDR. I need to put those words in there.
Indeed. It's hard to figure out exactly what it would be. We should run a little contest, actually. You know, we could do that. I actually have a giant basket of games that I could happily give away here to the subscribers for the channel. We need a better definition of TRLDM.
Oh, yes. TLR, TRL, Total Request Live, direct message. I don't know.
No, don't direct message. But
Wow.
I think that could be interesting. Yeah, we could do that. Do that for the viewers, actually. Yeah, why don't we do the whole direct message thing? It's got to be StarCraft related, but if you come up with it, we'll give you some games. Why not?
Do it, do it, do it.
Yeah.
And look at this, already. Already we have some very crazy things going down. For one, Hero Marine lost his Scouting Reaper. It's
Indeed.
dead in the units lost tab. Only a single Zergling for Snoot, but that key Reaper is down. But here we see Hero Marine instantly teching into a very aggressive build. His 3 barracks are done. He doesn't have a second gas at all. It looks like he's going to be powering for a combat shield, Hellion push.
A little bit of a supply block here for Hero Marine. Very unusual. The supply depot quite delayed. Gets a supply block for a good 15 seconds there on his factory units.
Brutal.
Seems that that's not the kind of Hero Marine we saw yesterday. He seems like he too may have been lacking sleep. I don't blame him, considering how hard he was carrying his team yesterday. He must be exhausted.
You know, it's a very odd feeling in game 1 of really anything intense. Like if it's your first ladder session, or more importantly, if it's the first tournament game of the day. It doesn't matter if it's an all-day tournament or just a, maybe a short best of 5 in a nation war. Your body doesn't have the adrenaline and the focus quite in it yet. And I mean, I would say that the level of play for most players for their first such game is probably at 40 or 50%. You play astoundingly worse in your very first game, just because of, your body's not used to suddenly having no adrenaline to maximum adrenaline all of a sudden.
Nice pickup for Hero Marine. Gets himself an Overlord for free with that single Marine in the center of the map. It looks like he might even get another. Queens are going to try and come out to protect that, though. In fact, Snoot actually has a lot of Queens. He's already gone up to 6, and he's playing a very Ling-heavy style here.
Wow, this is a very swift timing. Look at this. 8:30 is the timing for this attack, but Snoot doesn't care at all.
Oh,
Look
no.
at this. Snoot is immediately making Hero Marine regretting that move. The Baneling nest is almost done. 22 more lings are on the way. With 47 drones out, I mean, Snoot is both... He has the opportunity to just all in, but he's getting 1-1 behind. I mean, this is just gorgeous transitioning from Snoot.
Yeah, it was a really nice defense. I didn't quite agree with throwing away 12 more lings, chasing the 2 remaining Hellions right into that supply depot wall. That was a little excessive. Could have kept those. It would have certainly helped him with the next level of that push, which is coming. Usually you might build 6 Hellions, but no. This is Hero Marine. He is building yet more, and they are on their way to the 3rd.
I mean, in this position, Hero Marine kind of has this funky juncture. He has to do these follow-up pushes because his stim is so far behind what it normally would be.
That's very, very true. And Snoot is pushing forward yet again. Just getting good creep control towards the center of the map and that Xel'Naga watchtower. Key piece of the defense there. But you're absolutely right. The stim is really, really late. So what other option does he have? He can't go in there against speedlings with unstimmed Marines and Banelings, of course. That would be an absolute disaster. But he is powering barracks behind this, so he's used Hellions to keep map control, defend himself, I would say do damage, he hasn't really done much, kill some lings here and there, and then he'll go barracks heavy behind this. There's an armory coming down as well as the second engineering bay there, so expecting to see 2-2 behind that.
Yeah, pretty standard big bio play. The number of Hellions seems unusual for Hero Marine, but this is really an example of how fearful he is without that stim available. Now, Snoot, on the other hand, has done some really interesting choices. In his main, you'll see a 4th macro hatch before the layer. I mean, his layer's almost done now, but Snoot opted to get all of those things first. So he definitely is focusing on the Baneling core to his force, more so than Ulisks.
1-1 just kicked in for the Zerg player. He's going to be pretty confident with this defense, I would think. Queen's being pushed back across the map, but I mean, look at the amount of creep coverage he's got. Hero Marine's push starts about halfway across the map from the actual 3rd base. Burrow is on the way. There's a bunch of Banelings already. There's more morphing in. Centrifugal Hooks has started. It won't be ready for this, but a single Ling is harassing the 3rd in a brave manner.
What a bold little Ling. I love him. Already, though, I'm really impressed with that one scan from Hero Marine. He had picked off every single creep tumor in the middle except for one.
Yeah, that's going to cause a lot of pushback here from the Xel'Naga Tower, which is perhaps a key turning point to this particular battle. But here come the lanes once again. Banelings trying to engage, and Hero Marine does lose a chunk of that force, as is to be expected. But in the middle of that fight, Snoot actually borrowed Banelings, and I don't think Hero Marine noticed that. That's a pretty sneaky maneuver.
Oh, I love that. And right by the watchtower, we're seeing more and more burrows, but on that ramp, I don't think Hero Marine was capable of seeing those burrow yet. I mean, this is really slick positioning by Snoot. We talked about this yesterday when we got the chance to see Bly do burrowed lanes against Daishi. You don't want to burrow in the middle of the ramps because of the way players click. Almost always it's pathing along the sides.
Yeah, that's very true. I have a feeling, because I actually clicked Hero Marine's vision just as that happened. I don't think he saw the actual burrow, but slightly after the burrow, there's a little bit of an imprint of sort of like dark patches in the ground. And he did see that. So it depends on how attentive he was as to whether or not he's going to be able to figure that out. Oh, Marine's getting into the main base. A sloppy situation here from the Terran player, allowing that to happen. Banelings crash into that. Looks like Hero Marine will be able to hold this off without taking too much damage, but there's a little bit sloppy there from Hero Marine to allow them in the first place.
And in the meantime, we're seeing burrowed Banelings getting planted down everywhere. Snoot setting them up in front of each watchtower, sending them up to the sides. I mean, there's no real pattern. Oh!
Nice hit. Very nice. Absolutely worth it. Couple of Banelings take out a good 10 to 12 Marines. It's an absolutely fantastic maneuver there. The Banelings near the watchtower and on that ramp are still very much there. The third is really well covered. If Hero Marine runs into this, and he might, he's stimming forward. I think he's going to scan for these, surely. In fact, these are actually going to miss. Now, oh, there's the scan. He actually sees both sets of borrowed Banelings. Snoot is able to get back with the ones near the watchtower, so that's great.
Well, the Mutalisks are getting close, but those are not good morph angles for those Banelings. Hero Marines recognizing that doesn't need mines right now. He needs to push more aggressively with Hellbats. Blue Flame is even coming up. The Banelings finish just in time. This is a very smart play from Hero Marine to recognize how lane heavy his opponent is.
Indeed. Let's see the splitting from Hero Marine. It's pretty fantastic. That was 25 Banelings going in right there. And you might think, oh, well, the army died. Doesn't matter. Reinforcements coming in. Marines getting underneath the Mutalisks. I mean, that was almost one Baneling for every Marine traded. And that's never a good situation to be in.
Gosh, Hero Marine's splitting is so good. Snoot suddenly on the ropes. Hero Marine's Blue Flame Hellbats are at the front line of this fight. Very uncommon to be seeing those, and especially when the spawn positions are this close. It's a super tough call, but of course, as we see Snoot just with divine Baneling splitting. I mean, we talk about Marine splitting from the Terran side, but the Baneling splits from Snoot were equally as impressive.
Some good stuff coming out from either side here. I do love the inclusion of those Blue Flame Hellbats. I think if you're playing against a Ling style and you don't at least toss a couple of Hellbats in there, then it's almost like you don't want to be efficient.
It's almost like you don't even care.
Yeah. You've got to really rely on amazing splitting. Hellbats is just so good. They can absorb Baneling shots. They can kill so many Lings. They trade very efficiently. They only cost 100 gas each. You've already got a factory. You might as well use it. And here we go once again. That's actually a lot of Mutalisks that Snoot jumps out with there. Loses a couple, but takes out a lot of Medivacs. There's only one left on the field. Then the Banelings smash in, but the Hellbats resist it.
Oh my god. The way Snoot controlled that, very clever. He's moving in with a huge force, but his Mutalisks don't engage the SCVs. He pushes back with the Mutalisks and then opens up space for just 2 Banelings to pick off all the remaining SCVs. You'll see Snoot do what look like aggressive actions, but he's always being very conservative with his muted count.
Well, there's a Thor on the field now. He's going to have to be even more conservative with it. Oh, even more so after eating that Widowmine shot to the face. That didn't go well for him. Loses a muter. Takes a lot of damage there. Huge amounts more Banelings. 14 coming in right here for Snoot. Plus 2 air upgrades as well, so he definitely intends to be very much active with those Zerg flyers.
Man, really cool play out of Hero Marine to have so quickly gone for aggression on this map. Polar Night is such a weird map that many people on the weirder shapes try to force normal things to happen, but Hero Marine just says, well, we spawn close, so let's attack more. Instantly opening up with this aggression, and oh god, look at this Snoot. Darts into the main. He will certainly kill off this turret, and then the +3, the most important upgrade for Terran late game, is going to go down.
A huge deal, and that really is denied. as you can see right there. That was a huge amount of time invested in that as well, so definitely worth a couple of Mutalisks to make that happen. And